Anyways, I don't even know what the hell I'm doing or what how this even supposed to work. But I guess the more I do it, the more comfortable with it I will get. So it ain't nobody in here, but we gonna start anyways. I thought I would come on here and do a live stream because I was gonna make a long form video, but I just decided against it. Y'all already know what we're gonna be doing based off of the title of the video. So, I've had a lot going on with me lately. I have decided to put a pause on college. I decided that I was going to find a job instead. And um there's a reason for that. I can't afford to live off of the income that I'm living off of, honestly. And while them school checks was alright, they wasn't that nice. You know, I'm not fortunate enough to have gotten like a $400, $4,000 school check like most people talk about getting. That has not been me. At some point, I'm gonna have to wash my hair, y'all. It feels like I'm gonna have to do it maybe next week. But like that hasn't been me. So, and I know I have goals that I want to reach and stuff like that. So I just felt like, you know, it was time. It's time. And when I made the decision to stop going to college temporarily, I didn't feel bad about it. Was I kind of like, man, I would really love to finish? Yeah, and I could still go back and finish, absolutely. But like, I just felt like right now there are more pressing matters, and a 4 year degree is just not at the top of the priority list at this particular point in time. And it just made more sense to me to do it that way. Plus, last semester I did really well up until the end. I struggled at the end of the last semester. Is there any hair in my nose? I don't think so. I struggled up toward the end of the last semester because um I had a routine and I kind of got out of it a little bit, and my grades suffered as a result of that. And I got put on academic probation. And I'm like, before I keep doing that to myself and before I lose whatever the help that I do have that's paying for my college, let me just put the brakes on it and let me just sit back and figure out if this is something that I even want to do for real. Because I don't want to be here wasting a lifetime. And yeah, I want to go to college and finish. Like I really, really do. But we not gonna sit here and act like uh going to college online is not a struggle. It's not hard in itself. Because you're at home and you're in your environment. And when you're at home, if you're anything like me, sometimes it takes a little more effort to be disciplined. Not motivated, but disciplined. And with discipline, there's consistency that comes with that. And it's like if you don't have that discipline, then there's no way for you to be for you to be consistent. There's no way for you to complete the task. Motivation will come and go, but you have to have consistency is going to be the key here. And I was consistent to a certain point. It just wasn't enough to keep the grades up. So it wasn't enough to keep the grades up. And it was just like, let me just take a step back for a second and be real with myself and say, do you want to do this right now? And the answer was no, I didn't. I started out wanting to. I started out actually wanting to get a job first, and I probably should have stuck with that. But I'm like, I think I want to go to school. And also, it's getting over the fear too of like, um, getting over that whole fear of like, let's see, what size we gonna do these twists. Getting over that whole fear of feeling like you failed. I didn't fail at all. You know what I'm saying? Because it's that's the thing too of um, like damn, I started and I didn't finish, and it's like you're not in a race with anybody to do anything. You know, you're not um you're not in a race with anybody to do anything, and nobody is competing with anybody because everybody runs this race at their own pace. So it's like you don't have to be in a rush to do anything. I need to put leave-in on. I'm tripping. I be forgetting what I'm doing. I didn't even tell y'all products that I'm using. I'm using my Organics leave-in conditioner, and I'm using Design Essentials. Oops. Design Essentials. Um, their avocado and almond foaming mousse. That is what I'm using today to do these. I'm gonna put some twists in my hair, and they're not gonna be small because I ain't got all day, and I don't feel like being up here doing that all day. But yeah, I'm using that for my hair. But you're running the race at your own pace, and that's what I have to keep telling myself and reminding myself of things just certain things just take more of a priority. Um, so that's kind of where I am with college in that part of my life. As far as the dating aspect of it goes, um, I've been dating, but I recently re-downloaded Hinge on my phone, and I have people on there that have matched with me. I ain't been talking to them people. I have not been talking to nobody. I've been dating this one person consistently for about 4 months now, going on. Actually, it's been 4 months, believe it or not. For 4 months now, I've been dating him consistently, and that's the longest time I personally have ever dated somebody for since I've started dating, which has been over like a year ago. That's the longest time I've ever dated somebody casually anyway. So he's he's a decent guy. He's a nice guy or whatever. Um, that don't sound good the way I just said that. I know, but he's a really nice guy. He's very thoughtful, very considerate. We met off of Hinge, and um, the first day he met me, he was wanting to. Do I have a bigger clip? The first day he met me, he was wanting to talk to me and like take me on dates and do all that sort of stuff. So it's like, okay. And I made it very clear to him too that like it don't take you that long to know whether or not you're interested in somebody. It don't take you that long to know whether or not, sorry for all the noise. It don't take you that long to know whether or not you like somebody or whether or not you're, interested in somebody or you want to take them out on a date. It don't take you that long. Y'all be knowing and y'all be wasting people's time. And if you don't make that a standard early on, you know what I'm saying? They'll continue to waste your time. Give me like 2 seconds. I don't have a bigger clip. No. This ain't gonna cut it. Back to it. Anyway. So that was one of the things too that I had to like let him know, was that like, hey, it don't take you that long to know whether or not you want to talk to somebody. So I'm not gonna be sitting on this. It's a dating app. You know what I'm saying? You're on here to date. You're on here to look for a partner, basically. I've never used this mousse for real, for real. This is a avocado and almond curl foaming mousse. Ooh, it's a little runny. I think I'm gonna need a lot more than what I just put on my hand. But it's cool. If you're being real. But so we got that established. We established what I was looking for, um, and things like that. But like we've been dating consistently for 3 months. He's about the only consistent one that I've actually dated. I've talked to a lot of guys, but it's like um this is hard. A lot of it hasn't gone past a lot of it hasn't made it past the talking stage. So it's just really been talking, 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 and then the conversation will die down and then I'll stop. Or we'll talk, we'll go on one date, maybe two. And then I get, me personally, if I'm not being stimulated in the conversation, I get bored. And then I've come to notice that the reason why that is because y'all have talked about everything. So you have to leave certain stuff to talk about on a on the actual date itself. You can't do too much talking um during that talking phase. And the talking phase ends once y'all are going on a date, just so the people know. Okay. It doesn't, you're not still talking at that point. At that point, you going on dates. After that first, like the first two dates, hell, maybe the first date you're dating, you know? Um, so but you have to leave something to talk about on the date. And also, and now that I've had the experience of like going on dates where there are multiple things being done, I don't want to go back to that. And that's another thing too. I think there are a couple of things that make me, like I said, when I started off talking about dating, I was talking about having Hinge on my phone. I think that's one of the things that makes me apprehensive about, getting back onto Hinge again and like going through the whole process of dating, of talking to somebody and going on dates again. Because I have been dating somebody consistently. Only thing is, I wish that I had somebody locally that I could date that was on the same level as the guy that I've been dating. He isn't local; he's actually out of state. Um, that's the only thing with with that. I had that experience, and now that I've had it, I don't want to go back to it being nothing different. Dang, where's my other thingy go? Oh well. I don't want to go back to it being anything less than that. And I feel like there are not going to be other guys that are going to give me what I'm looking for in terms of like that type of experience. So that's one thing that's made me very apprehensive of dating. And then it's like, are y'all gonna have that same initiative? Because he didn't ask me. Oh, he didn't ask me, what I was doing or if I had anything to do that particular day or, whatever. Like, yeah, he did. Hey, you got something going on at the end of the month? The guy that I'm talking to now. Do you have something going on at the end of the month? And it's like, no, I don't have anything going on at the end of the month that I know of. And he was like, well, don't make any plans because from these dates to this date, I'm off and I'm going to come see you. And I didn't even believe him when he said it, but he made a believer out of me, child. I literally was getting ready. I had like I said, I'll get ready when I have about an hour left. Knowing I should have known full well that when you are natural, an hour is not enough. I should have started getting ready 2 hours before. But it was like, nah, I'll get ready. And he was literally 30 minutes out. And I was like, oh, fuck, he actually did come. Oh, shit. You know what I'm saying? I won't do too much on here because YouTube be tripping. But I'm like, oh, he did come. Like, he actually came. Like, it wasn't no, yeah. So it was like, okay, we love a man that like keeps his word or whatever. So he came and we went to like if you see my TikTok, which is linked in the description for anybody who's new here. If you see my TikTok, then you know we went to the botanical gardens for a first date. Very nice first date, I will say. I will say that it was a very nice first date. Um, like I said, really considerate because who thinks to go there? And I know people are like, oh my god, that's a garden. Like you can't even see. But it's not that's not the point. I need there we go. When my hair gets longer, I'm gonna really hate doing it. Like I'm really gonna hate it. I don't like doing it now. But when it gets longer than what it is, I'm not gonna be a fan. But like okay, we're gonna take it. What was I saying? But yeah, he took me there for a first date, and it was really really cool. We went for like dinner at a blues club. Took me home. Really nice date. Just a really all in all really nice date. Ew, these kind of look a little ugly. They look too big. Oh well, I'm not taking it down. I'm not taking it down. But took me home and then we went like for on Saturday. We went that next day rather. We went and we did went to the Civil Rights Museum here in Memphis, and then um we went on Beale Street later on, and it was just a really like cool, date, honestly. Now I went on another date with a guy for Mother's Day, and I wasn't feeling him like that, and I feel like I wasn't feeling him, and I'm like I should have ended the date when I knew that I wasn't feeling him instead of wasting people's time. So I'll blame myself for that, and I should have stuck firmer to my boundaries that I had set when going on dates with guys. So again, I don't totally blame him for the outcome of the date for real, but I do take some responsibility of the role that I played in the date and like how it ended because it wasn't the way I would have wanted it to end, you know. But like went on a date with him for Mother's Day. And I don't know what it was about him that I wasn't quite feeling. These are really chunky twists. I don't know what it was about him that I wasn't really feeling, but I just wasn't feeling him. It just wasn't happening. It just wasn't it. And I remember telling him that in the text messages, like, honestly, I'm just not feeling you for real. Like, you're not, I don't know. Like, I'm like, I think you're a bit pushy when it comes to sex, and I just don't feel like, um, I don't know, I'm just not feeling it. Y'all, I had told him that and he said, okay, I appreciate you for being honest. But this is how you know men don't want honesty for real. I know men don't want honesty, and I know that's just a lie that they tell us and themselves because y'all, they be living in delusion. I told that man that I wasn't feeling him like that and that I wanted, and that I just rather not continue the date, right? He, so I went, now, mind y'all, there was a week before my trip to New Orleans, okay? He texted me on a Wednesday asking me if I wanted to come with him to see if I wanted to come back to his house to watch the night agent. Because we ended up going to his house, and y'all, yes, we did end up having sex, and that's one of the regrets that I have, where it's just like, okay, you ain't really feeling him like that. We don't need to be giving up the goods. Like that's just one of the things that we did end up doing. And was it good? It was not. So that's some tea. It was not good. Um, went and ended up going back to his house. We did what we did, whatever, whatever, whatever. Um, cool. We leave. And after we left, I was just like, yeah, we're not doing that again. We're not dating him again. We're not going out with him again because we know we ain't feeling it. Okay, okay, it's getting long. Progress. Yeah. So we're like, yeah, we're not going out with him again. We're not doing that again. We just need to chill out and just stick with the people that we got. I'm like, okay. And that's kind of one of the reasons too, where it's just like, you're still dating people, but you have an experience like that, and you be like, everybody ain't coming like this dude is coming. So he's like been holding down first place for the longest time. Everybody ain't coming like him. So it's like you probably just need to not. By text, he texted me like the week before my New Orleans trip and was like, do you want to come back to my house to watch the night agent? And I'm just like, no. He was like, okay, what do you want to do instead? Y'all, if I deleted the message thread out of my phone because it was honestly taking up space, but it was like, what do you want to do instead? And I'm like, honestly, I'm not really feeling you like that. And I just feel like you are, like I said earlier, you're too pushy when it comes to sex and things like that. I gave my reasons. I gave him an explanation. He's like, I mean, I don't really agree with what you said, but I appreciate you telling me. And it's like, well, whether you agreed with it or not, that's my stance. So, so I let it go. I've moved on. I'm getting ready. I'm prepping for my trip to New Orleans, which was really fun, by the way. Y'all can go watch the vlog that I did on it. Really fun trip. Need to go back and like experience some stuff again, but all in all, really fun. Um, but like I'm prepping for my trip, packing for my trip, all that stuff, whatever, whatever. I made it to New Orleans now at this point. And he texted me while we were there. He was like, hey, I know our first date didn't go well, but I was wondering if I can get a second shot. You know what I'm saying? That we can go out, go and do something fun, blah, 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 blah. I read it and I didn't see it. Well, backtrack. Before that, he texted me. Let me back up. He texted me again before that and was like, "Hello, how you doing?" And I'm not responding because I'm like, "Bro, already said I don't want to talk to you. I already said I don't want to talk to you. I already said I wasn't feeling you. So if somebody tells me that they're not feeling me, I'm not gonna send them a good morning text. Like that's gonna be the end of it for me. I'm not gonna keep trying. I'm not. It's just like no, I'm not. I'm not feeling you, and I don't. I don't want to. I don't want to. Right. Like for a normal person, that would be a cutoff. That would be like something where they're just like, okay, homegirl said no. All right. And in certain instances, I get persistence because you want to keep trying and you want to keep trying until you get the girl. But if they've already told you that they're not interested, the persistence needs to die, right? Some stuff you just need to let go of. You just need to not. You just need to not do it. So, um, he texted me that day, like not that day, but he texted me. I think like the week after, or maybe the week before. I don't know. I think it was like I can't remember, but he ended up texting me though. Maybe later in the week or the following week before my trip, right? Because I think that was 2 weeks before my trip when he texted me and asked me to go on another date with him, and I told him no. So maybe the later in the week or the week prior to my trip, he ends up texting me again, telling me, "Hey, how you doing?" I'm leaving. I'm like not responding to his messages because I'm like I don't want to talk to you, and I don't want to give you the wrong idea or want you to think that I am um that I'm into you or anything like that because I'm not. I'm trying to do everything the right way. You know what I'm saying? So he's like I said, I get to New Orleans, I'm having fun, blah 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 blah. I say the second day of me being in New Orleans, he's texting, "Hey, it's so and so. Um, I know our first date didn't go well, but I was wondering if I can get a second chance and like take you out on another date. Maybe we can go to the movies or something, and maybe we could just and maybe whatever the hell he said. First of all, we're not doing a movie date. We're not doing that because you can't talk to each other on a movie date. You can't talk to each other on a movie date. You don't really get to, you know what I'm saying? You're having to sit there and watch a movie. So I'm like, no, that's a cheap option. No. If you wanted to take somebody out on a date and you wanted a do over, I feel like you're going to come harder. You're going to do more than just dinner. You're going to want to do things that, I hope these stay. Lord, I think they will. I think I'm just stressing. You're going to want to do more than just take a girl out to dinner. You're going to want to find an activity that y'all can do that you can talk about over dinner. You know what I'm saying? You're going to want to find like stuff like that. If you're wanting a do-over, you're not going to choose a spot like the movies. You're not going to choose something where you're not going to be able to do much talking. That's a low effort. If I were interested and I wanted to go on another date with him, I would have corrected him and be like, "No, you need to. No, we're not doing movie dates because that's low effort. That doesn't take much. Dinner dates are low effort dates. They don't take much planning. You know what I'm saying? That's why I wanted them. That's why I'm kind of like I don't want to go back to just a regular old dinner date because, baby, I can eat dinner by myself. Like I don't need. I can take myself on a dinner date. I don't need that from you. I need you to put forth a little bit more effort in planning to get a date. But so I didn't text him back. I read the messages and didn't say anything. He's still texting. I'm still in New Orleans. We were in New Orleans for like 3 days. He's still texting. Still trying to get a second chance. Like, bro, I told you no. Remember, I said I wasn't feeling him like that. I wasn't feeling him like that or whatever. So respect my decision, bro. Like, leave me alone. Okay. So we're on the way home. I'm on the way home. I'm on the road. Uh, I get a text message because yeah, I think he texted me twice in one day. Right? I think he texted me like twice from his regular number, and I wasn't, I wasn't messing with it. I'm gonna say something else, y'all. I wasn't messing with it or whatever. So, uh, So I'm on my way home, right? We riding, driving home, whatever, whatever. I get a text message from a number that I do not recognize. And if y'all know anything about me, then you know when it comes to numbers I don't recognize, if you're calling me, I'm not gonna answer. You know what I'm saying? I don't know this number. So why are they, you know what I'm saying? I don't know who you are, so why are you calling me? I'm not gonna answer. I'll only call you back if you leave a voicemail, because that means that what you had to say or what you wanted to say was obviously important. So I feel like I want to do that over these two over because it looks so ugly. Anyway, so I get a text message from a number that I don't recognize. I answer. I'm like, "Hello, who is this?" Now, in my mind, judging by how he's texting, I'm knowing that it's him. I'm knowing that this is somebody that I'm not even that I'm knowing. I'm like, I'm like, who is this? He's like, it's it's so and so. Okay, it's persistent. We don't call this man persistent because he just did not get the. It's persistent, and I'm like, hi. He was like, hey, I know our first date. When I say like a robot, when I say it was giving automated text message, hi, I know our first date didn't go well, but I was wondering, blah 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 blah. And I quit texting him. Once I found out who it was, I quit texting him because it was somebody else with a similar name. I'm like, damn, is this somebody that had my number and that's now hitting me about the blue? And it was his ass. And I'm like, bro, let me just block you so you can get the picture that I don't want to talk to you. Let me just block you. Um, Give me 1 second. Let me get my charger. Apparently my phone finna die. Okay, I'm back. That's how you know this is live. Um, so I'm like, let me block you so you can get the full idea of like what I mean when I say I'm not interested, because clearly you not um clearly it's not clicking for you that I'm not interested. Clearly. I got comments in here. I don't know how to work this thing, you know. Okay, I don't think I have any comments. Okay, if y'all watch this and you hear something talking, that's my voiceover. That's how I'm able to use my phone. Anyway, so I'm like, let me just go ahead and block you so you get the full picture of what I mean when I said I'm not interested. Like, I understand that persistence, and perseverance and all that stuff, it can take you far, but you need to know when. Everything is circumstantial, everything is situational, basically. So it's like, why are you still trying if I have already said no? If I have already told you that I'm not feeling you like that, if I've already let my stance be known on like how I felt about the date, then why are you still like just why? Like just what was the reason? What was the reason? And I haven't heard from him since then, so I guess he got the memo that I wasn't feeling him like that. But it'd be like, bro, men have to learn when persistence is okay and when it is not. because it's giving me now that you're not listening to anything that I said. That's what that's giving me. It's giving me you ain't listening. You're not listening, and I'm like, bro, I'm not interested. I'm not interested, and it's just really one of them things where like I don't be wanting to date. I don't. Um, Especially after incidences like that where you have people who just don't get it for whatever reason. This don't clump my curls together in the same way that the Mayo mousse does. Let's put some water on this. I should have sprayed. And I should have put leave-in on both sides. I put leave-in on before I came live. But like I just that shit that was just the most wildest thing to me. And I've always said I don't find things like that to be cute, or guys just don't get the memo and you know what I'm saying? Like, I know there are girls who like stuff like that. Yeah, I'm not one of those girls. I don't like it when I'm, if I was talking to a guy and he's not understanding that, you know, he doesn't seem to understand that I don't want to date him. Like, I'd rather you leave me alone because I'm going to leave you alone. I want it to be mutual. Even if you were feeling me and you know what I'm saying, you didn't see anything wrong with the date, I did. And I don't want to pursue it any further. So I'd rather you just leave me alone. Please and thank you. That's how I know that like that situations like that tell me that men don't be wanting honesty for real. Y'all be wanting somebody to lie to y'all too a lot of the time. Cause it just don't it just doesn't I don't know, it don't be making sense to me. I don't know. It's not clicking. But um that's kind of how dating has been going in a nutshell. Meet a guy, he may turn out to be cool, and meeting out he'll turn out to be cool or whatever, and we either go on one or two dates and then it doesn't happen. It doesn't take off from there, or we go on a date. Um and then now like I said, I met somebody, we've been dating consistently, but I'm still not forever. My mind still hasn't changed on like what I want. Damn it, my arms are tired. Still hasn't changed on like what I want because I still am very much. I'm not looking to be in a relationship at the moment. And I tell people that in the very beginning. I'm very upfront and very honest in the beginning because I don't need nobody trying to say that they were misled or that whatever. I don't need you saying none of that about me. And that's what's crazy with old dude because I let it be known that like, because he literally we were having the conversation about when we were in his car, we were on our way back from his house or to his house or wherever. We were having the conversation like, I just feel like he was like, I just feel like if you honestly, you let me know what you want to do, so that way, I'm not wasting my time and I'm not doing X, Y, Z, and this, that, and the third, and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, Well, yeah, I get that, but you people also have to be accepting of that as well. And the irony in that whole entire situation, like it's so ironic that you say, let you know what you tell somebody to let you know what it is they want so that they're not wasting their time. But then you hear them say what they want and you don't accept it. That seems a bit ass backwards to me. Um, like it literally does. And I'm like, I don't understand what part of I'm not feeling you didn't get. Like it just I don't know. I just found it weird. And I told my friends about it and they were like, he's giving stalker. And that's one of the reasons why too I don't give people my number, my number when I'm dating because I had stopped doing it. Like I had stopped giving them the number that I was using for a while because I'm like, what if I don't like you like that? And now I know I'm just gonna keep doing that. I'm just gonna keep doing it. I'm gonna keep certain um like things. I'm gonna keep certain rules or boundaries in place for myself. Because if I don't like you, I can just block you. And granted, they can make a fake number like he did, because and still text that fake number thinking it's my real number. I can just keep blocking them. But like that's another thing too. You went through all that trouble of making a fake a, a text now account with a fake number. That gives off thirsty vibes. That tells me that you don't get very many girls, or you get women and you rub them the wrong way and they ghost you and then you do stuff like that. That makes you look crazy to me. That makes you look in. I don't know. It just don't give to me. I don't know. It just doesn't give. And I'm just like, I don't, it's just not clicking. I love stretched out here because you really get to see how long your hair is, like how long it's come. I like stretched out hair. I know for sure I'm gonna have to really wash it. I need to get a shampoo where I can get a good deep clean because I feel like with my Yale, because those are the only products that I have in my collection, in my repertoire. Those are the only products I have in my repertoire right now. And uh, I feel like with them, with the products that I have specifically from them, they're not designed to do a deep scalp clean. Like they're not designed for that. I have the pomegranate and honey line. And I like the line because it helps moisturize and detangle my hair for me. Because it's thick and it can easily get knotted. But like, I just need a shampoo where like every so often I'll use it and I can get a good deep clean. That don't look like it's gonna stay, but I'm gonna use that for as long as possible. Oh Lord. Okay, one section is done. My arms are tired. Y'all probably won't be on here all day. I just wanted to come live on YouTube to see what it was about. I might use StreamYard next time because you have a little bit more like features and whatnot. But um, yeah, that's kind of been what's been going on with me. I set goals in the beginning of the year, but like I haven't achieved necessarily very many of them. Um, and that's there's nothing wrong with setting goals and like having to nothing wrong with setting goals and having to like carry them over into next year or whatever. It's not a race. Like I keep having to tell myself, it's fine. You're not gonna get in trouble because you didn't stick to the timeline of the goals that you had set. But one of them was going to therapy. I started looking into it, but I didn't go any further. Like I found a place that does it, that accepts my insurance, but I haven't gone any further than that. Okay. I think that looks better than what I had up there. 'Cause, let's see. Let's see if I can redo this one. I started the process of looking, but I didn't, like I said, I didn't go any further than that. Um, and I'm going to get back into it. There we go. I saw a video on TikTok the other day about a girl saying that her arms, like she's so tired of doing her natural hair. And she was saying how she knows that once her hair gets a certain length, she's going to be even more tired because it's going to take her even longer to do it. And with her hair being so thick and so coarse, like it's a whole hassle. And I felt that with my entire soul because we're in the same boat when it comes to doing your natural hair. And she's like, and I'm a lazy natural, so I like to try to put in styles in my hair that like I can like leave in for weeks at a time, and that's me. And she was like, I'm just to a point now where I feel like I'm just about to start wigging it out because I cannot continue to do my hair every single day. Like it's a struggle for real. And it really is when you have thick natural hair. It is the biggest, it is such a struggle for real to do your hair and like to keep it done throughout the week. When you're doing twist outs, you can I could leave these twists in for a long period of time. Yeah, I could and just not take them out and not worry about it. But like, it's one of those things where, granted, I'm not complaining, but I am. Like, I knew what was coming with being natural, but when you have a thicker grade of hair and it's a certain length, it is not the easiest thing in the world to do to want to like keep doing your hair. And she was like, I'm just about to get to a point where I'm about to learn how to do cornrows and I'm about to start like keeping wigs in my hair on my head like just year round because I'm tired of doing it. My stomach is growling. Don't mind that. I'm tired of doing my hair, and I felt that 110%. I felt that. I'm just gonna keep braids in, and every time I get ready to come on here, do social media, I'm just gonna throw a wig on or go outside. I'm gonna throw a wig on. But me being me, because I know how I get, I walk outside and forget to put a wig on because I'm just so used to getting up and going. I'll forget to do it. But I mean, okay, yeah, we got this side to do. Even when you're not doing them big, oh shit, I still got this side right here to do. Even when you're not doing them big, it still feels like it takes you forever. I mean, even when you're not doing them small, it still feels like it takes you forever to do these twists. And see, that's what I be talking about. It still takes a while. It still takes a while to get. I really could do. I'm gonna split it in them two ain't gonna be trifling. I could, yeah, I'm gonna do that. We just gonna do it like that. Cause it's gonna be too damn big. Um, and then another thing I be struggling with too, arm placement. Where do I place my arms? Like not where, but like not TikTok notifications coming in. How do I or where like how do I get good arm placement to where my arms aren't getting tired? Cause I be struggling. So if y'all watch this playback, hopefully it does what I need to do next time I'll use StreamYard. Cause like at this point, I don't know. I ain't never been live on YouTube before. But I was gonna do a braid out, but that would have taken me I feel like that would have taken me a lot longer to do. But I think the next time when I do a long form video, that'll be what I do to my hair. I'm gonna take a break, y'all. That'll be what I do to my hair. It's a braid out. Just to see if I can do it. I think I'm starting to get it. Alright, y'all. Y'all ain't gonna see me do the whole process. But I'm gonna get off here. I just want to come on here and talk and tell y'all what's been up with me. I'm gonna do another I have another video going up about dating pet peeves. Y'all will see that on Sunday. Go check out any of my other videos that you haven't seen. Um let's switch these a little bit more. Any videos that you haven't seen, go look at all those. Go like, go comment, go subscribe, please and thank you. I gotta figure out how to end this live. But yeah, I'll have another video posted on Sunday. I'm trying to get back into doing long form videos for y'all. I have another video coming for y'all on Thursday. Um, and I know for sure there'll be a natural hair video coming where I'm doing my natural hair routine or my wash day routine. So, but yeah, I'm gonna end it and I'm gonna see y'all in my next video. See how you end it. Hold on. Oh gosh.